Jane and Dan aren't overweight. Are Jane and Dan overweight? No, Jane and Dan aren't overweight. They're slim. Are they slim? Yes, they're slim. They used to be overweight. Did they used to be overweight? Yes, they used to be overweight. Who used to be overweight? It was Jane and Dan. Jane and Dan used to be overweight. 2 years ago, Jane was overweight. 2 years ago, Jane overweight? 2 years ago, yes, that's correct. 2 years ago, Jane was overweight. How overweight was Jane? Well, Jane was very overweight. 2 years ago, Anne was also overweight. 2 years ago, was Anne also overweight? Yes, Anne was also overweight. How overweight was Anne? Well, Anne was a little overweight. 2 years ago, Jane and Dan were slim. 2 years ago, were Jane and Dan slim? No, they were slim. They were actually overweight. They were actually overweight. How overweight were they? Well, Jane was very overweight and Dan was a little overweight. When Kate and Tom were little, they thought Santa Claus was real. When Kate and Tom were little, did they think Santa Claus was real? Yes, they thought Santa Claus was real when they were little. They didn't think Superman was real. Did they think Superman was real? No, they didn't. No, they didn't think Superman was real. Did they think Batman was real? No, they didn't think Batman was real. They thought someone else was real. Who did they was real? Who did they think was real? They thought Santa Claus. They thought Santa Claus was real. Why did they think Santa Claus was real? It's because their mother had told them once as, once as, once as the Santa Claus was real and they believed her. They used to be live. They used to believe Santa Claus was real. Did they used to believe the Santa Claus was real? Yes, that's what they believed. When Tom was a boy, he had a friend named Nick. When Tom was a boy, did he have a friend named Nick? Yes, that's correct. He had a friend named Nick when he was a boy. One day, Nick told him something surprising. One day, did Nick told him did Nick tell him something surprising? Yes, that's right. One day, Nick told him something surprising. What did Nick tell him? What did Nick tell him? Nick told him that Santa Claus wasn't real. Did Nick tell him that Santa Claus wasn't real? Yes, that's what Nick told him. When Tom realized the Santa Claus wasn't real, he was surprised and sad. When Tom realized the Santa Claus wasn't real, was he surprised and sad? Yes, he was surprised and sad. He didn't feel he didn't feel angry. He didn't feel angry. He didn't feel angry. Did he feel angry? Did he feel angry? No, that's not how he felt. He didn't feel angry. How did he feel? Well, he felt surprised and sad. Why did he feel? Why did he feel angry? Why did he feel surprised and sad? Well, it's because before Nick told him the truth, he truly believed that Santa Claus was real and he loved him and he loved Santa very much. When Tom got home, he did something he didn't want to do. When Tom got home, he did something. What he did when Tom got home, he didn't. Did something he didn't want to do. When Tom got home, what did he do? When well, he told Kate that Santa Claus didn't actually exist. Did he tell Kate that Santa Claus didn't actually exist? Yes, that's what he told her. He told her. He didn't tell Kate that their parents were sick. Did he tell Kate that their parents were sick? No, that's not what he told her. He told her something else. What did he tell her? What did he tell her? What did he tell her? He told her that Santa Claus didn't actually exist. When Kay realized it, when Kay realized it, the Santa Claus wasn't. When Kay realized it, the Santa Claus didn't exist. She cried. When Kay realized it, the Santa Claus didn't exist. Did she cry? Yes, that's what happened when she realized the Santa Claus didn't exist. She didn't cry for just a few minutes. Did she cry for just a few minutes? No, she didn't cry for just a few minutes. For just a few minutes. She cried much longer than that. How long did she cry? How long did she cry? Well, she cried for almost an hour. Why did he cry? Why did he cry for almost an hour? It's because she had learned that Santa Claus didn't actually exist. Grace and Damar have passed. Do Grace and Damar have passed? Yes, they have passed. Their pets aren't dogs. Are their pets dogs? No, their pets aren't dogs. Their pets aren't cats. Their pets are cats? Are their pets cats? No, their pets aren't cats. What kind of animals are their pets? Well, 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 their pets are spiders. Do they think their spiders are cute? Do they think their spiders are cute? Yes, they think their spiders are cute. They don't afraid. They aren't afraid of their spiders. Are they afraid of their spiders? Are they afraid of their spiders? No, they aren't afraid of spiders. No, they aren't afraid of them. No, they're no, they aren't afraid of their spiders. No, they aren't afraid of their spiders. When they were young, they were afraid of spiders. When they were young, were they afraid of spiders? Yes, they were afraid of spiders when they were young. They were afraid of birds. Were they afraid of birds? No, they were afraid of birds. They were afraid of something else. What did what did they what were they afraid of? What were they afraid of? Well, they were afraid of spiders. When they were young, when they were young, did they think spiders were cute? No, that's not true. They didn't think spiders were cute. What did they think about spiders? They thought spiders were scary. Did they think spiders were interesting? No, they didn't think spiders were interesting. What did they think about spiders? They thought spiders were really scary. Who thought spiders were really scary? Well, it's Grace and Emma who thought spiders were really scary. One day, Grace and Emma watched a cartoon. One day, did Grace and Emma watch a cartoon? Yes, they watched a cartoon one day. The cartoon wasn't about dogs. Was the cartoon about dogs? No, the cartoon wasn't about dogs. Was the cartoon about cats? No, it wasn't. The cartoon was about something else. What was the cartoon about? The cartoon was a spiders. Well, the cartoon was about spiders. What was the cartoon about? Well, the cartoon was about spiders. Um, the cartoon was funny. Was the cartoon funny? No, the cartoon wasn't funny. How funny was the cartoon? The cartoon was very funny. Spiders in the cartoon were scary. Were spiders in the cartoon scary? No, they were scary at all. Spiders in the cartoon were cute. Yes, they were cute. After they watched the cartoon, they were afraid of spiders. After they watched the cartoon, were they afraid of spiders? Yes, that's correct. After they watched the cartoon, they're afraid of spiders. After they watched the cartoon, something interesting happened. What happened after they watched the cartoon? Yes, after they watched the cartoon, their fear of spiders was completely gone. After they watched the cartoon, they were afraid of spiders anymore. After they watched the cartoon, were they still afraid of spiders? No, they aren't. No, they were. After they watched the cartoon, they were afraid of spiders anymore.